Alright, so this is a real quick video of using our 3D printed mounts. What we've got here is one of our standard heavier duty half-inch EMT mounts. It's already pre-mounted, but I'm going to show you with the anti-spin mount how to mount that and a best recommended way to do this. So if you notice, what's a little bit different is we have these pointy ends on the back. The purpose of that, and I'm not going to put it here, but the purpose is to push down on the coro, and when you're pushing down on the coro, it makes little indentations and hold in place. And notice if I spin this, it doesn't spin so easily. As we drill through, the mount isn't going to move. So to make sure that these are aligned right, these have the same height. They're designed to be the same height. So in this mount, this is what mounts to this end mounts to the prop. This is where your EMT pipe goes, and then this is where the anti-spin goes into the ground. But let me show you a tip. You take your EMT, you slide your EMT into this, and then you leave it off the edge of your prop. You slide this end into your EMT as well, about where you want it. And I think we're good if we go even. And then you take the other side of the mount, you just slide it up the EMT. Let's see. This doesn't have to be perfectly aligned with the height you want yet. And I'll show what we're going to do. But notice here now we've got this mounted. These are all aligned. I can move this if I think it needs to be straightened up and down. But I can push down on this. And I'm going to drill through the zip tie hole. Now I've got all the zip tie holes perfectly done. They're in a line. My EMT is in a line. So let's stick the zip ties in. Always go from the back side through so you get a nice, simple, just a looped zip tie on the other side. I like to go opposite. So notice that this end was up top. Anytime I'm using zip ties in pairs or multiples, I try to crisscross them like this. Let's get this in. Now because I've got two mounts here, I could mount the mounting hole onto both of these. It doesn't really matter. One is for stability, the other actually has the bolt through it. These are designed to be used with bolts. You don't have to use them with bolts. That would get you the tightest fit with the least likelihood of them spinning at all. I just have these real basic self-piercing exterior screws. I'm going to drive one of those in now. Actually, I'm not. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to get this to the height that I want it. And so I want to drive, I don't know, about a foot into the ground. It's going to be pretty close. Now I've got this pipe cutter here. You can use a hacksaw, you can use a sawzall, you can use whatever you want. I like these because they're pretty simple. They fit almost anywhere. It's a little bit awkward doing it on video, but what I'm doing is as I make a turn or two, I tighten this up just a little bit and you rotate it around. Usually these are meant for copper, but it works really, really well on EMT as well. It just fits in the toolbox. I don't have to worry about it. And when you're done, you end up with a really, really nice clean cut. So you do have to hold the side that you're cutting. And just like that, that neck is now cut down. Put that off to the side. Let's get this about the height that we want. And I'm just going to drive one of those screws right through the side of this. It's going to self-pierce into the EMT here. Now I can go pop this into the yard. This gets pounded down into the ground, and then we use a short piece of EMT. Then we use a short piece of EMT right here, and what this does is that stops this from being able to spin in the ground. That's it, it's ready to go in. Alright, so here we are outside with the sign. I've got this partially in already, and you notice we've got the pipe inside that we attached to the prop inside the shop. And then we've just got this extra piece. What this extra piece is going to do is once we've positioned the sign where we want, it's going to go through this side here. And when it gets pounded into the ground, that is what's going to lock it in and stop it from rotating. That's all you need to do. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this helps. See you later.